All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to play Viva La Vida by Coldplay. It's a really fun song to play on the piano. It's got a really interesting rhythm to it. So I'm really just going to show you kind of the introduction part and the main chords that you're going to be playing. I'm not going to show, at least in this video, if you'd like one, let me know, but I'm not going to show the melody part of what he's singing. So this is more if you want to just play it for fun. And to accompany yourself with singing it or to accompany someone else singing it. So let's jump right into it. So first, as always, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to play, show you how it's going to sound, and then we'll get into how to play it. So here it is. So that's the main chords that actually play throughout most of the whole song. If you noticed, I did play a couple notes in my left hand, so I'm going to show a few variations of how to do this from kind of more advanced to a little easier. So let's jump into our right hand first. So our right hand is going to be playing the notes A flat and D flat together. That's right here, A flat, and right here, D flat. Finger-wise, you can use, I like to use like my index finger on A flat and pinky on D flat. And then at the same time as that, in our left hand, we are going to play the note D flat. You could play this one here, you could play the lower one, or you could do what I was doing, which was playing octaves, which is playing the same note in two different ranges, right? So I'm playing D flat, and if that's the case, I'll use my pinky and thumb. All right, so we're going to do that. And the rhythm of it is going to be like this. Right? Bum, 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 ba. So it's 4 times. Right after that, your right hand is actually going to play the exact same thing, A flat and D flat, and your left hand is just going to scoot up from D flat to E flats. So once again, if you're playing octaves, your whole hand will just scoot up one. If you're just doing one note at a time, right, let's just say you're doing it down here, you'll do D flat at first, and then you'll do E flat, just like that. So I'm going to show the octave version. Remember, you could always simplify it to just doing a single note. So right, like I said, we do 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do to E flat, A flat, D flat. So it's going to sound like this. Right, so that the E flat, A flat, D flat, we're going to play, I think, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rhythm of it is a little interesting, right? In that, like I said, when we go from here to here, it's bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, ba-dum, bump. So, all right, so that's the first little part. D flat in left hand, A flat, D flat in right hand. And then the second part, E flat in left hand, A flat, D flat in right hand again. All right, so. After that, your left hand, right? So if we were just playing E flat and E flat, for example, in our left hand, is going to switch to A flat, which is that note right there, and E flat. You can do A flat and E flat at the same time here. And then your right hand is still going to play the A flat, but instead of D flat, it's just going to drop down to a regular C. So where those are the 4 notes, we're going to be playing A flat, E flat, A flat, C. And it's going to be the same rhythmic pattern as the first chord, which was 4 times. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put that all together so far. And then right after that, it's actually for your right hand, you're going to keep the same 2 notes you were just playing, and all you're going to do is add 1 note underneath it, which is going to be the note F. So then you're going to play F, A flat, C, and your left hand is just going to switch to F and C. Once again, I will explain a little easier version for your left hand right after we do this main version, and you're going to play that with the same rhythm that you played the second chord. Right, so the last 2 chords together are going to go, and then it just starts over. As you can see, the way I'm playing the left hand, once again, the right hand's going to stay the same even for the easier version, but for the left hand, I'm doing octave D flats, octave E flats, A flat and E flat, F and C. All right, so that's all it is. What I recommend, as always in all my videos, is taking your time, especially if you're a beginner, with trying to learn this and not trying to do all 4 chords at once. But first, just get comfortable switching between the first chord and the second chord. So if you need to do that a few times in a row, keep doing that until that starts to feel easy. Then get the switch from the second chord to the third chord, and then practicing your third chord to your fourth chord, and then you'll be able to put it all together. All right, so that is the main version. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more of a simpler version, all we're gonna do for our left hand is just one note at a time. So it's the same notes, the same bottom notes, D flat, E flat, A flat, F. So if you're looking for like a comfortable position where you can kind of just keep your hand in one position, I would recommend something like pinky on D flat, ring finger on E flat, middle finger on F, thumb on A flat. That way you can do just like that. And so that's just a little simplified version for your left hand. And if you really have trouble and you still want to play something, if you really have trouble with the bouncing rhythm, you can still play the song without the bouncing. It's not going to sound as memorable as the original, but you can still do so it'll still be the same chord. So if you're singing along, it'll still sound great. It's just not, most people recognize the song with the bump, 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 ba-dum, bump. All right, so that is all with this tutorial. I hope you have fun playing the song. It's a great song, fun song to play in front of, people. A lot of people recognize this song, fun one to sing along with. So if you have any questions, as always, just drop a comment below and ask me, or send me an email, digitalpianoschool@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help. Or if you're looking for another tutorial, you want me to make a part 2 where we do the melody, just let me know and I can make that. But for now, this one's just the intro. All right, please subscribe to keep supporting this channel, and I hope to see you again soon for our next video.